To break free from suffering, we need unity. We need oneness. If you divide it between one decision and another decision, it's saying how they're related. And if you divide it between one person and another, it's seeing what's the common ground of this. So that you can see deeper than just the fraction of the mind, just the division of the mind. Because you say that you have many parts of you and it feels like you have many parts of you, but you're also one single being. You're also one human. So why are you dividing yourself like this? And if you're trying to heal childhood trauma, you don't need to be in conflict with yourself. And you're doing that all the time. Fighting with parts of yourself will not bring peace. It will bring struggle. Can you see that the part of you that you don't like actually is trying to help you? So if you're a survivor of childhood trauma and you're going through an awakening in your life, a spiritual awakening or a big transformation, and you feel that your childhood is coming up again and you have to face this stuff and you have to heal, and you feel like you're much more than just a little person, then maybe this video is for you, because I will explain to you how to make peace with what makes you suffer. It's very simple to understand, but it's more difficult to apply. And what matters is that you go in the right direction and you have a proper understanding of this so that you can heal. I am myself a survivor of childhood trauma. I've been through a lot of difficulties in my life. And over the last 5 years, I healed the most of it. One thing that really helped me was understanding that all division leads to suffering. So whether it's you separating yourself from others, and it's like you versus the world, or you against others, whether it's two parts of you being in conflict with each other, whether it's you dividing yourself internally between feelings you like and feelings you don't like, whether it's the division of who you are versus who you want to be, whether it's a division of what's good about you and what's bad about you, and they are not united. One time you feel like you're a bad person, one time you feel like you're a good person. Is always changing, and you cannot stabilize in your being. And so all these little divisions, all these inner conflicts, all these senses of separation is creating so much suffering. Because to break free from suffering, we need unity. We need oneness. And so if I am a single being right now, and I have many parts that want different things. One part wants safety, one part wants love, one part wants possession, one part wants relationships. Then there's so much division internally. It's so overwhelming, and it's like I'm split it in multiple directions. So the goal of healing is really to reassemble this and learn to reunite these parts of us and learn to see the deeper intention that they have for us, for our life. Because maybe that the part of you that wants healing and the part of you that wants money, maybe these two, they both want you to feel safe and they both want the same thing underlying. And so it's very important to not lose yourself into the inner divisions and instead trying to find what's common in all these parts and try to bring unity. And so, for example, if you divide it between your false self and your true self, and you're trying to stabilize as your true self, as awareness, as life, don't create a conflict about this. Don't make this as a problem. Just perceive that this is a process, and the process is about unifying the two so that you can both be life and be your full self without being identified with it. And so we create so much problems for ourselves and others. There are things that we don't like about people, or even things we hate about people. And this is creating a lot of suffering because we're actually hating something in us and then we're projecting onto other people. And we create division and division and division. So to break free, we need to bring back unity with ourselves, with the world, with others. And so it's about seeing how there is oneness in the polarity. And so if you divide it between one decision and another decision, it's saying how they're related. And if you divide it between one person and another, it's seeing what's the common ground of this, so that you can see deeper than just the fraction of the mind, just the division of the mind. Because you say that you have many parts of you and it feels like you have many parts of you, but you're also one single being. You're also one human. So why are you dividing yourself like this? So when we suffer, we really live a conflictual life, whether it's with ourselves, with others, with the world. So for example, we will be in conflict with politics, or we'll be in conflict with parts of us, or we'll be in conflict with others. And it's important to see that all the conflicts leads to problems. That you don't need to be in conflict in order to live. And if you're trying to heal childhood trauma, you don't need to be in conflict with yourself. And you're doing that all the time, sometimes in a very subtle way, where you're conflicting parts of you. And you reject parts of yourself. And you're making war with yourself. And that's what's creating so much pain and struggle, because you don't recognize and allow these parts of you to be you, to be embraced and integrated. And so you try to push yourself, to force yourself, to make yourself go in a direction, to make yourself think a specific way. You try to create your own good emotional experience. You're seeking good feelings. And all of that is just division, and conflict. Because you're not allowing yourself to be one and be where you are. And embracing all the facets of your humanity and yourself. You don't need so much conflict. Fighting with parts of yourself will not bring peace. It will bring struggle. Can you see that the part of you that you don't like actually is trying to help you? Can you see that the person you hate so much around you is actually a reflection that you are conflicted within yourself? You're the one suffering from this hate, this disliking. Even if people harmed you, and that might be true, you're still the one fueling this division. You're still the one fueling this hatred. So all these little parts of you, it's about reintegrating them so that you can become whole again and making peace with the unconsciousness of people. And stop seeing yourself as separated from the world, but integrated in this world, part of the whole, part of this system that we call society, without losing yourself into it, for sure. But stop putting categories in people and tags on people and tags on yourself. This means that about me. This means that about them. This means that about the world. And you're creating separation, division, problems everywhere. But if you learn to see the world as a unique, dense, a global thing with its facets and complexities, without trying to sort everything out, if you try to meet someone without putting tags on them and categories of who they might be according to you, then maybe it's going to be easier, because you will see the unity of life without all these concepts. And you stop putting tags on your feelings, that this is a bad feeling, this is a good feeling, this means that about me, and this means that I am a victim or powerless, blah blah blah. Then you come back to oneness, and you're one with your feelings, and that will help you heal. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope this was helpful. And if you want to work with me, the link is in the description. I can help you do that. Thank you and take care.